Hello everybody and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm, as once again we delve into looking at a hero for a secondary time in my Showcase Redo series. Now, this is going to be a little different from my usual Showcase Redo types of videos, where when I usually do this type of video, it's usually after a hero gets a complete talent rework and it completely changes the way you can build and play the character. Not quite so much here, whereas today we're going to be taking a look once again at Stitches. But Stitches has not received a complete talent rework. He received some changes here and there. I took a look back at my previous video to see when I did it, and I saw that some of the talents were different and such, and it didn't go so well when I tried to show him off. So I want to redo it to show the different talents that have been changed, and to kind of redeem myself a bit, as I have been contemplating with some other heroes that I did a showcase video for, which turned out very badly. Like, for example, you may see me end up doing a... Let me change this again. You may see me end up doing another Greymane video at some point, because I recall that video was absolutely awful. And by the way, if you're wondering what is going on here, it is Free Heroes Weekend in Heroes of the Storm this weekend when I'm recording this video. So be sure to log into Heroes and play any hero on the roster that you want for this weekend only. So take advantage of that. But back to Stitches. So anyway, what has changed about him? Well, for one thing, in his base abilities, Hook now lets you be able to use Helping Hand. There used to be a talent in level 13 called Helping Hand, where you could be able to use Hook to pull allies, not just enemies. Now that has been added into the base ability itself, so now you'll always be able to use Helping Hand. I mean, that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing if a troll gets his hands on Stitches and uses it like in quick match and such to troll. But it's good in terms of if you, or even early game, if you need to get an ally just like out of a bad position, if you can hit it, you can be able to do it with the Hook Helping Hand. So, what are some of the other things that have changed? Well, for one thing, Block is gone. Instead, they replaced it with Dampen Magic. So, this is now after the armor system has been added into the game here. So, they made it where Stitches can be able to use Dampen Magic to give him 50 spell armor, which would make him a good choice against a ability spell heavy type of comp. Like if there's mages, like if let's say in the quick match you go up against a comp that has a Chromie and a Jaina or a Li Ming or a Kael'thas, this is usually a good choice. They added some quests, obviously. There's Hungry for More. The one thing I like about this, it's different from the others. This one, every time you get a Regen Globe, you increase your maximum health by 30 up to 900. So instead of your health regen, you're increasing your maximum overall health. And once you reach 30 globes, you also increase your movement speed by 10%. Now, that may not sound like a big deal, but there has been numerous times where that can actually be very beneficial depending on what exactly is going on, whether or not you want to get away or whether or not you want to help chase down a low health hero and use maybe your E ability to finish them off. Some other, some changes, such as Vile Gas damage can heal you when you choose Restorative Fumes. Though I have experimented with this, it's really not that beneficial. It's really not that I do not recommend picking this. It's really not that effective. They made it where Slam is now a very strong choice if you want him to be a bruiser or a DPS. You can be able to buff the Toxic Gas, the radius, and its damage. Of course, Peach Ball and Gorge are pretty much the same thing, but again, Blizzard, this is a blatant lie. The very bottom cannot be used on massive heroes. You cannot have that text there for this heroic when it says you can't use it on massive heroes, when you can then use it on Cho'Gall. I've seen Stitches gorge a Cho'Gall. What hero in the game is more massive than Cho'Gall? If you can gorge a Cho'Gall, then you have to get rid of that text that says can't be used on massive heroes, because otherwise that is a blatant lie. Blizzard, get rid of that text. It's not true. If you can gorge Cho'Gall, you can gorge anybody. I just had to get that off my chest. It's just something that I saw and it just drove me nuts. And, so... You know, I've been working on my stitches, been trying to get better at them. So, yeah, like I said, Helping Hand used to be here in 13. It's gone now. So now you can be able to choose any of these other ones here, depending on what you want or how you're building, or, you know, whatever comp you're going up against. So, what do I usually play with stitches these days? I have them at level 9 now. You know, I've been working on them lately. In fact, recently I was playing a quick match, and I had a hilarious moment happen while playing stitches that I thought was so funny. I thought it deserved to be sent to one of those guys who does those channels for those WTF funny moments vids and heroes. So I sent that to one of those guys. I will have to wait and see whether or not it ends up making it to one of those videos, because I thought it was absolutely hilarious. In fact, I may even show it to you guys here, because I still have the replay. But I don't know. It obviously can be a little wonky trying to pull up those replays. But usually these days, I go for either Dampen Magic or Hungry for More. Mainly Hungry for More, but if I go up against a spell-heavy team, then I'll go Dampen Magic. Level 4, I go for Amplified Healing. Level 7, I go with Tenderizer, because being able to slow down your enemies by 25% for 1.5 seconds, you'd be surprised how effective and helpful that can be, not just for yourself, but for your teammates. Putrid Bile, because of the damage it does, slowing your enemies, giving you movement speed. It's really, really helpful. I know a lot of people love to use Gorge, and I think I will do that just for this video, just to show, because I did Putrid Bile last time. I think I'll go with Gorge just to show it to you guys, see how it works, to show you guys. If I'm going up against a team that has a lot of stuns or roots, like a Muradin, a Malfurion, you know, a comp like that, Fleabag is a good choice. Otherwise, I go with Indigestion, because that Wretchling can also be able to help you in numerous different situations. It's like an extra little minion to help you out. Kind of like with Azmodan when he summons his demonic warriors. Level 16, Fishing Hook to increase the range of your hook, because, my goodness, that's like almost like a mandatory, like, because hitting that hook from long range, oh, so satisfying. And at level 20, you can be able, you know, I usually go with Regenerative Bile, so that way it also be able to last longer, and it heals you, which can make you even more tanky if you are able to pull off Hungry for More and finish that off. But also there's Hungry Stitches, which I've seen can be used in certain situations, but again, situational. Some love to take Bolt to the Storm, because they love, I've seen it, what they love to do is they love to hook somebody, gorge them, and then use Bolt to bolt behind the gate, under the fort, so that way it finishes off the opposing, player. So, usually I go with, that, but we'll have, you know, I think I'll go ahead and use Gorge this time, just to show you guys how it works. Oh, and just wait till you see the mount that I'm using for Stitches. How it looks with him, it's great. Oh, goody, my favorite map. I'm sorry, I cannot stand this map. It's my absolute least favorite map. So let's see, we have our team set here, where it is Stitches, Malfurion, Gazlo, Greymane, Tracer, against Leoric, Tracer, Morales, Nazebo, and Nova. So, not that much of a spell-heavy team here. Yes, they have a Nazebo, but,
Battle commencing in 10 seconds.
The thing is, there's not that many regen globes on this map.
4, 3, 2, 1. Go destroy the Lord's tower.
Ah, let's go with Tampa Magic. So let me see if I can be able to show you guys how this works. So, as you can see, Helping Hand is right there at number 1, right off the get-go. So I can be able to... Whoop! Get back here, Greymane! You're in trouble. Me too, me too. Silly bot Nova. Get back here, Tracer. See, those are the kind of plays that you can try and make a Why? What happened to my mount? Tim? Tim Trixler? I found a bug! My mount was supposed to be the Festive Treasure Goblin, and instead it's this thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a fine mount, but it's really hilarious to see Stitches ride this tiny little goblin. It's just an image I find very, very funny. Which is why people usually love picking those kind of mounts with Stitches. Get back here, Nova. Alright, let's go back and heal. I'm sure Tracer's got it handled in bottom lane. Meanwhile, Gazlo, he's like, I got it. I got this shrine. I got it. I got it.
Capture them, heroes.
Alright, level 4. Gonna be going with Amplified Healing. Ah, seems like Nazeebo was able to get that shrine in the bottom lane. Oh well. Boom. Oh, and as I was mentioning before, it's, you know, if you find yourself in with another tank, who can't necessarily go DPS, going with a full slam build is a totally fine, build to go with. When you fully build slam, where it increases the damage by 50%, infects enemies with vile gas, increases the size, and reduces the cooldown and adds a slow 75% for 1 second. That's a completely fine like bruiser DPS build. That's how good they made slam. Ugh. As you can see, I'm still working on trying to get my my hooks right. Takes practice. I'm trying to practice. It's something I'm trying to get better at and work on. In case I want to start adding Stitches to one of my, you know, my wheelhouse of tanks that I use. Perhaps hooking Leoric there wasn't a great choice. I probably should have hooked Nova. Of course, this is against AI, not humans, and that, of course, would be a little different. There goes Nazeebo. Probably going for that other camp. If that's so, maybe I'll go over and try and disrupt that while my team is getting that. Let's see here. Nope, never mind. Nope, me team. Alright, Tenderizer to slow down our opponents. Boom! I helped finish out that Leoric. They're gonna finish off that Nazeebo. Good, good. Oh, Tracer's trying to get that Morales. That's good. Excuse me.
Double kill.
I'm going back for a bit.
The Raven Lord will fall. Killing spree.
Alright, have fun, Castle. Hello, Nova. Excuse me. I know. Hey, Morales, stop that. That's one of the good things about hooking Morales is that if you are able to hit her with the hook, it stops her healing. For the moment. Of course, human players can just go ahead and just start healing again right after they're hooked. But hopefully, if you hook them, like, way out of position, your team can hopefully then finish off Morales. Alright, so since things are going well here, hopefully, since we're about to get to 10, I get Gorge, I'll be able to show you one of the, now trademark things that people love to do whenever they play as Stitches. Let's see if I can get to level 10 here. Ooh, they're close. This could possibly work. Hello, Morales. Gorge, there we go. Let's see, can I hit Morales here? Ah, minions are in the way. Let's get these minions out of the way here. Ah, she moved out of the way. Come on, Bot Morales. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to stay there and let me kill you. Well, can't. Yeah, they're wrecking the. Morales, why are you running away? No, come back so I can show this. Man, even the AI won't cooperate with you unless you set to like beginner level.
Do not let the altars fall into the Raven Lord's talons. Yes, heroes.
Look out, Gaslow! Get out of there! Oh, okay, never mind. I thought I pressed 1.
Yes. Send his servants.
So this isn't really a good opportunity to do this.
Double kill.
I want to do it. I want to do that whole hook and gorge and then drop behind the gate under the fort thing.
Destroy the Raven Lord.
Oh, the gate's down over here. Well, you can still do it though, even though there's no gate, but it just almost ensures that that player or character is gonna die. Where is the rest of the enemy team? Huh.
Yes, my grip upon this realm tightens.
Oh, come on. Alright, so I gorged Nova. Can I get her over there in time? Yes, I did it!
Your enemies fall before you.
So that's what I'm talking about. So sometimes you can even hook and then gorge to way behind here. But I was able to get over here in time to, you know, spit her out right behind the gate. That is the typical trademark thing that people love to do now these days as Stitches. They consider that like a huge play to make as whenever you play as Stitches. Bot Malfurion soloing bottom lane.
Our tower has fallen.
Boom! Yeah! Hey, Morales, where you going? Yeah! Got her!
Your enemies fall before you. Mayhem!
Gorge is up again.
We have secured a tower.
Alright, let's see. No stuns or roots really on this team, so let's go with indigestion to make a Wretchling. So here's the cool thing about making the Wretchling once the cooldown is done. I make it, and now look, he's gonna help attack the minions and help push the lane for me.
The altars
Great.
belong to those who claim them. That means you.
Oh, hi, Nazebo.
Enemies.
Ooh, nice, Gaslow.
Excellent.
Hey, come here, Nazebo.
Show the Raven Lord the extent of my power.
No, get back here. There we go. See what I mean?
His servants to their
That's what some players absolutely love to do. Oh, if my hook was up, I could probably hook Morales here. Hey, Gazlo, get that camp. There you go. There you go, guys. Get that camp. Get that camp. Get that camp. Come here, Morales.
Double kill.
Double kill. Oh.
Untouchable.
Get over here. I have Gorge up again, so I could use it if I wanted. Almost seems like a waste though to do it on that Leoric since he's got like all that health. Let me go back and get this Sippy Cup. Yes, I have learned to use that courtesy of MF Pally time.
Another altar, another battle.
Big fan of that guy. If you haven't seen his channel, go check it out. Does some really good Heroes of the Storm content.
I'm going to pull back for now.
Hey, Tracer. If I can get a good view of her. Nom, 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 nom.
Lay claim to the altars.
There we go.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Leoric got the shrine.
The altars stand ready. Capture them before the Raven Lord's pawns do.
Oppose the Raven Lord.
Suffer.
Ah. My little wretchling there pushing. That's great. Look at them trying to take this fort back. No, 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 no.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center. Use it well.
Increase the range of the hook and get back here, Nova. Nom 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 nom. And she's dead. So that can be very fun at times, but obviously at times it isn't necessarily that easy to pull off.
All by myself.
Hey Gazelle, how about you instead help me get this camo, just finish off the game.
Ha! Excellent work. The altar's right again, heroes. Time is now.
And of course, now we're gonna help those mercs and GG.
Victory!
So of course, either one, I mean, a lot of people consider Gorge the more popular choice, and I can understand why. Those can be very game-changing when you can take out a certain hero that's like really making a difference. But like Pally Time, because I agree with him, to me I just find Regenerative Bile to be a bit more helpful and useful in certain situations and in team fights and such. So, I mean, I was a little, hold on, why is that selected? There we go. Alright. So, I'm practicing with him. I'm trying to get better at him, and I'm really liking this new version of Stitches, especially with Hungry for More. So, let me see. Let me see if I can quickly pull up this replay and show it to you guys. Alright, here it is. I even titled it, Stitches Hook Abba Kill. Let's see if I can get this going here before I end this. Just to show you guys this hilarious moment. I thought it was hilarious when it happened. So I don't know. I mean, I sent it to, if you're wanting to know who I sent it to The Random Guy. That's the name of his channel. He does a series called Tales of the Storm, where it's videos that are full of absolutely hilarious moments from Heroes of the Storm. Alright, so let's see if I can remember the timestamp. Alright, so it's around 15:45, so I'll do it for the 15-minute mark here, so you'll see what's going on. This is how you can watch your replays. This is how it usually kind of works. You can be able to see where everybody on both teams were. You can see their talent choices. You can see all the different things here as if you were being an observer in the match. You can also see what your chat was at the time. I had a bad death at that point. That's why I wrote to my team saying my bad. So definitely recommend going to check out his channel, The Random Guy, if you want to see some absolutely hilarious moments from Heroes of the Storm. He does it really well. There are some other channels that also do really good videos on it, but I've always just found his particular videos to be the most enjoyable for myself. Not to say that they're better than the others. I just, enjoy his a bit more. So I actually sent this moment that I'm about to show you guys to him to see whether or not he would like it enough to include it in one of his videos. So I'll have to wait and see whether or not I sent it to him in an email, and I'll have to wait and see whether or not he decides to include it. So we had a new Sylvanas who was learning the character because he used mind control on Johanna, and I was like, why would you mind control Joe as opposed to the low health Tychus? And he was like, oh, I'm still learning the character, and I'm like, oh, that's okay, that's fine. I know what it's like to learn a character. We had an Illidan try to make a really good play. He just missed, and I was like, oh, nice try, Illidan. So you can see here, it was Illidan, Sylvanas, Artanis, Stitches, and Nova. Alright, so we had just gotten the Immortal here. While I was dead, my teammates got that. So they go down here to split push. I figure, because I was doing Hungry for More, and I was close to my quest, I wanted to try and help get some health globes, and plus, help clear up this push that was going on here. Now, see, right there, I tried to hook Abathur right there, but the wall was in the way. So I wasn't able to hook Abathur, because I saw him there, and I was like, oh, I want to get you, you slug. So, because he was using the Locust there, I wanted to counter push the Abathur so I can help out the Immortals push here. So he takes out the fort there. And I'm trying to help get the minions to push along with the Immortal to help out our lane push. So I grab that globe. And Abathur decides to sit here in the open rather than behind the gate. So at this point, because I'm level 18, I already got the increased range on my hook. See, I got fishing hook. So when I come up here, I see Abathur just sitting here out in the open. So I go, oh my goodness, and I hook him. Hi, Abathur. And so Abathur is like, oh, I gotta run. And the Immortal then does his stun attack, and boom. I was laughing so hard. I couldn't breathe. Oh. I thought that was one of the funniest things I had ever seen and ever done as Stitches. If I was playing Abathur, I would not have let myself be out in the open, knowing there's a Stitches right there ready to hook me. I just thought that was a hilarious image that I hook him, he tries to run away, the Immortal then kills him with the stun attack. I thought it was one of the funniest things I had ever seen and I had ever done as Stitches. And I'm hoping to see whether or not the Random Guy just deems that worthy enough to make it into his videos. So that is my redo showcase for Stitches. Even though he didn't get a full talent rework, he got some changes added. And I do like this new version of Stitches. I'm starting to enjoy playing him a little more and more. Gonna try and see if I can get him to level 10, get that Master Skin. Don't know if I'll add him to my repertoire of tanks that I would play in Hero League. Maybe I will. Who knows? depending on the situation, depending on who we're playing against, because that hook can be a game changer against certain heroes like Sergeant Hammer. Really hard counter to Hammer with his hook. So, yeah, I will, depending on any more talent reworks, if there's something else I may want to show you guys, I might show you guys where I'm at in Season 3 of Hero League. I don't know. But until then, I'll see you guys then.